what's up? So I have a super cool project that's going to be in the shop for the next couple days. This is my buddy's 1966 Ford F100. Obviously, she's laying on the ground. Full air ride all the way around. Mustang 2 front suspension. Thor Bros 4-link in the rear. This thing is a peach. I'm actually afraid working on this truck because it's so nice. So it's here for me to build a custom exhaust for it. Let me show you what we're doing. So this truck has a built 302. It's got these Lakester headers and fender exits on it. And it's cool, but this truck is loud, and him and his wife both agree that it really takes away from the enjoyment of driving the truck. This is honestly one of the nicest driving bag trucks I've ever had the pleasure of driving. This thing just floats down the road, and it is literally on the ground when you do it. This is a very well built truck. So we're going to be remaking the exhaust and probably going to be hunting for a spot, ooh, right about here to bring it out, as long as everything clears with the tire. So that's the plan. Got a Summit stainless builder's kit, X-pipe kit. We're putting BBK headers on it. There's our hangers and spark plug boots. And then of course, the best muffler you can put on anything. Right there, people. Read the words. Thrush welded. Classic. It is literally the best sounding muffler in my opinion. So it is the next day. I got this thing set up on the lift arms last night, and then I realized I should probably change the headers first while it's still on the ground. So I'm gonna get these knocked out, then I'm gonna get it in the air and I can see what I'm working with. Okay, well that is kind of a problem. Let me get you off here real quick. So that downpipe is heading straight for that frame rail, which I was kind of worried about. Luckily, that ball collector, I should be able to, I won't be able to rotate the ball collector, but I'll probably be able to get it angled because I got to cut some of it off. I'll probably be able to get it angled. Got to keep it pretty tight. There's a lot of stuff to run through down in there. So I'm going to get the other side put in. He's got some Remflex. I think they're called Remflex. Yeah, I think Remflex gaskets I'm going to get put in here. Then I'm going to get the other section of the ball flange put in. And we'll take a better look when I got this thing in the air. And here's the joys of custom cars. So these are headers for like a 90-ish Mustang. And this is a, I don't know, 70-ish block, somewhere in there, not really sure. And it's touching. Luckily, it's just the, right there, the mounting point for the pivot ball for the Z-bar. So we'll get that, the header pulled back off, that trimmed up, give it a little breathing room, and then we can start hanging pipes. Okay, so we got clearance and everything up top is buttoned up and torqued down. Got the ball flanges installed, cut down, and I sliced my hand really bad with my belt sander and I'm bleeding all over the place. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's kind of getting late anyway, but tomorrow get to start running pipes under the truck. See you then. Welcome back. It's the freaking weekend. We're about to have us some fun. Maybe. So anyway, I came out here last night. It was raining like cats and dogs and other small animals. And this metal roof is not very not very forgiving on the ears or microphones. So couldn't really record anything just because it was so loud, but I needed to get something done. So let me show you progress I made last night. Oh my gosh, my knees, they crack every time I crawl under here. So, oh, you hear them cracking. Man, that's good. So I got the downpipes made last night. You can't really see anything. There we go. How about some light? Boom, downpipes made. V-bands on. They're both ran all the way up. I also did some wire routing last night, trying to keep things away from these downpipes because these are probably going to be hot. So today, the fun begins of running the rest of the exhaust. Oh, well, no, not yet. Not running the rest of the exhaust yet, because you'll notice this. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The pipe is running into the cross member. That's fine, because we're going to section and notch this cross member with a piece of tube. It's going to be awesome. So let me get a jack under here, get that cross member pulled out. I'll show you what we're going to do. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. So let me get a jack under here and get this cross member pulled out, and I'll show you how I'm going to notch it. Got the cross member marked where the V-bands are. Right there and there. So the plan is going to be to take this 4.5 inch pipe. I'll cut a 2.5 inch ring out of it, and then I'm going to cut that ring in half. And essentially, I will just boop right there. Nice round notch in this on both sides. Plenty of room for the exhaust to get through there. So I'm gonna get this plased out, get that cut down, get her burned in, put back in. It's been a busy morning. Had a couple people come and look at trucks that I got for sale already. Man, I'm like not getting anything done today. So whoa, what do we got going on there? Crazy guy. So get this cross member built. Maybe I can get this exhaust done today. Cross member is in. We have plenty of room to get the pipes through there now. So let's see what it's gonna take. That way? No. Actually, I kind of like that right there. Everything's offset. And my X pipe has to end over here, and this is all offset. Let's see. Luckily, this drive shaft, the center section doesn't really move. Well, it doesn't move at all. So I can get this tucked pretty tight to the drive shaft. That's like actually really good. Why is that so perfect? It's like a 1/4 inch too wide. Oh, I'm probably blinding all of you. How is that? That fits too well. It's too long. I gotta move, the X pipe needs to be moved back here a little bit. It's just a touch too long, but I mean, I could take probably 4 inches out of that side, 6 inches out of that, and I'll move the X pipe to like here. So I measured my V-bands, and the outside to outside was 20.5. And this is insane. This is exactly 20 and a half. It's like 20 and 9/16. But these move a little bit. You can easily get that 20 and a half. Now it's 20 and 7/16. There's 20 and a half exactly. That is unbelievable. I didn't measure anything under there when I made those bars, the down bars. Cool. Small wins. So I got to take off 2 inches off this side. And it looks like exactly 4 on this side. Just keep me square. Alright, it just popped up here. Now here comes the fun part. I somehow have to hold this level and tack it. Hold it in place, make sure that it stays level, and tack it. And there's a trans-cross member in the way now. Who put that there? Let's see. Oh no! See? It's already happening. It's devolving. Okay, that's good. I just need one tack. The first tack is the hardest. Maybe I can just come right here and go, and burn my sleeve. Okay. All right, one side is in. Now let's do this one. Hiya. There's 2. We need to get one on top. Yeah, that one got it. What about over here? Don't look at the light. Don't look at the light. It's like the fireflies from, was it Bug's Life? Don't look at the light. Well, who put that on there, crooked? I guess it's really not. It's optical illusion. Oh, it's pretty even. Man, that is an optical illusion right there, because that one pipe is way longer than the other. Or it looks way longer, I should say. Yep. That's what we're going to do. We're going to throw a tack on her. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Burp. Okay, now we're going to decide that we hate how it looks and pull it back off. Oh no, that's good there. Perfect. Yes, I have a flashlight on my head, and then I just used my flashlight so that I could see doubly as well. Okay. Well, I'm basing level on this carrier bearing cross member, which might not be level. But it might be level. We're going to go with it. This is all working out very, very well. Let me try to slide you under here so you can see what we're doing. So, obviously everything's offset to the passenger side. But right out of the X pipe, those are the pipes that had to go through this cross member, well, under this cross member. X pipe and mufflers is built. I'm going to pop this whole section out, fully weld it. I got 2 more hangers to put on, but I think I'm going to put them on after it's welded. And then I can start running my, these ones are going to be tricky. They got to go out, up, over, 45, right there. Hiya, hiya. Right there. There's basically enough room to fit a pipe. And that's gonna look sweet. pipe and mufflers is all done. That's the whole center section. It's one piece. Here's a little sneak peek of how these tailpipes are going to go. Kind of intricate to get up over the frame rail, away from all the suspension, and shoot through that hole. Where's my little tip at? Here it is. Look at this. This is great. Uh-oh, everything's falling. Hold on. I'm struggling doing this with one hand. So anyway, these are going to come out about right there. This is just a test piece. This isn't how the tips are going to look. Uh-oh, everything's going to fall. Okay. Same on this side. Gotta have to remake a ground mounting point, which is fine. I got plenty of spots to put a hanger. It's pretty tight to get through there, but I'm really liking how this is gonna look. So it's been a long day, full of lots of distractions and excitement. I think I'm gonna call it for the night, because I wanna make sure these tailpipes are perfect. So I'm gonna come out first thing in the morning, get these buttoned up. I gotta put new spark plug wires and wire looms on this thing, since the wires are routed differently now. And yeah, we should be firing this thing up pretty quickly tomorrow. So we'll see you then. Good morning. Out here bright and early. It's shaping up to be another long, distracting day. Unfortunately. I got this truck to finish up. I have a guy coming today to buy one of my trucks. I had a kid come yesterday to buy one of my other trucks. I got to mow. I got all sorts of stuff to do today. So first things first, I want to get the exhaust done on this, maybe get the spark plug wires and everything done and the new wire looms put in so I can start this. And maybe my buddy can come pick it up today or tomorrow. I'm going to address the selling a bunch of trucks thing probably in another video. It's just something I needed to do, and I'll explain why. So let's get back at this, get these tailpipes built and the tips out the side of the bed, and yeah, this thing will be buttoned up here shortly. All right, I want you all underneath here with me to see what's going on, but you got to stay out of the way. So the camera's set back a little bit. Typically, when I put these exhaust systems together, I don't like using this slip section of the pipe. I always cut these off. But this thing seems to be going together like a big erector set, and it actually is holding itself together to some degree. So I am, against my better judgment, going to use all the slip sections to hold this all together while I'm tacking it. It's really not a big deal. It just bothers me seeing the slips, but I don't think anybody's going to care. So this is all going to slip in like that. I mean, it's perfect. I couldn't have planned it any better because I didn't plan any of this at all. So, okay, well, I'm just going to hold this together where I want the tailpipe and start tacking pipes together. These are the easiest, most complicated tailpipes I've ever built in my life. Alright, we're clear from the tire. We're going to go zap. Come over here. Oh, of course I can't see that one. Why would I? What about over here? Oh yeah, right there. Zap. One more zap. One more zap. is pretty perfect. Actually, it is literally perfect. Obviously, right now the pipe is super long, but I can cut this back wherever I want. I'm basically going to fishtail these pipes to where they're almost on the ground when the truck's laid out. It's going to look sick. So now it is time to make my fishtails here. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this pipe and up to this line, I'm gonna squish it in my vise. Wish I had a press, but this is gonna work. I'm gonna squish it in my vise until I get the shape that I want, which is pretty similar to this. Probably squeeze it even a little bit more than that. And then I'm gonna kind of taper this so that it looks like a fish's tail. Get it? It's a fish tail. All right, let's get the squeeze on it. Hold on, where's the seam? I wanna make sure I'm not splitting the seam. All right, we're gonna put the seam, actually we're gonna put the seam for this one towards the tire. I guess this can be the other side. We're gonna put the seam towards the tire. I don't know if it'll squeeze the whole pipe. I might have to do sections at a time. Let's see. And this has to stay pretty round because it still has to slip into that other pipe. So make sure we're squeezing even. That's definitely not even. Why didn't you tell me it wasn't even? It wasn't even close. There we go. Oh, here we go. That's what we need. Okay, here we go. Ready? Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's crushing out pretty nice. That's actually, that's ovaling out a lot better than the test piece did, surprisingly. I wonder if I can manipulate and make that move over, move that little crease over. I'm using a small hammer. I don't know why. I'll get a big hammer, but we'll use a small hammer. Let's see what we got. What's gonna happen here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that moved right over. Okay. Dare I go any farther? It's kind of looking happy like that. Where's my anvil? Look at that. That's exactly what I wanted. About a snowball's chance of the second one coming out that good, but okay. Okay. Hiya, hiya. Hiya, 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 hiya. So I need to do that tappy tap thing on the bottom of this one. Maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah. Move that point right over. Okay. More. It's pretty close, but it's gonna spring back. Let's give it one more. Yeah. What do we got? What's it looking like? What do we got? Tiny bit more. Looks good though. I'm digging it. Oh, starting to kink on the bottom. Did this one kink? No. Okay. How about that? Are they even? They look pretty even. This one still needs more. I don't want it to kink. I don't want it to kink. Ugh. There we go. Oh yeah. Ugh. Mint! Oh, that's perfect. They're literally perfect. Okay. Ah. Alright, so I'm gonna round these little kinks off just a tiny bit on the anvil. Yeah, those look pretty even. So I'm gonna round those over and get them fit, and then draw out my little design. Boom. Those look great. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So we're gonna give you a little tech tip real quick. If you're welding stainless, especially MIG welding stainless, is the pipes always tend to turn brown around the weld. The weld kind of burn, just kind of discolors it and turns it brown. So, red Scotch-Brite pad and a little WD-40. Now this will piss off all the purists who are like, oh, I'll let it color on its own. Nope, I like to clean it up, and it's super easy. You just spray the pipe and then run Scotch-Brite over it. Kind of get all around. All around. And it gets rid of all the brown staining. Like even the factory weld on this X pipe is all stained around it. So you don't have to do a lot. Just a little bit makes it look a lot better. I mean, this truck lays on the ground. Other than me and the owner, no one is ever gonna see this exhaust, other than the tailpipes. But nevertheless, clean it up. See that? See how clean that came? Let me wipe it off real quick. Boom. Looks great. So I'm gonna run around and finish up this. I already did the tailpipes. I'll do the downpipes. And then I gotta change spark plug wires real quick and put those wire looms on. I'm getting antsy to start this thing. I wanna hear it. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, it's against my better judgment, but I'm gonna start it. I know it's gonna make everything under the hood super hot, and I'm gonna burn myself while I'm putting them spark plug wires in, but I wanna hear it real bad. So let's see, what's she like? What is she like? A couple of pumps, is that it? A couple of pumps. Yeah. a lot. Wow, that sounds awesome. So this truck sounded good before, but it was so loud that on the highway you couldn't have a conversation with the person next to you. So these mufflers, I swear, I will argue with anybody that these are the best sounding mufflers for the money you can buy. You can put them on anything, any V8, and it's gonna sound great. They're good at idle, and when you really start feeding her the coal, they just roar. And like I said, for the money, 40 or 50 bucks a piece, 60 bucks a piece, I don't know, but you can't beat them, and they last forever. So now I get to burn my hands all up changing these spark plug wires. But yeah, this thing sounds great, and I'm pretty sure my buddy's really gonna enjoy it, especially once he gets on the road and it's not just in his ears. So let me get those changed. I'm gonna pull it outside and get it cleaned up, give him a call, let him know it's done. Yeah, those billet wire looms are pretty nice. It's a good touch. All right, we're gonna go cruise this thing around a little bit, make sure there's no exhaust leaks or rattles, make sure no pipes are hitting the bed or anything like that. This was a super fun project. I feel like I need more of these in my life instead of just grinding it out on a big project. So, more to come. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.